Sorry, guys, my other phone ran out of battery, even though it was plugged in. Are we live? I don't know yet. I'm waiting on my other machine here. Good. Are we up? Can you hear me? Are we up? Can you hear me? Good. Are we up? Can you hear me? Hey, Eric. Yeah, we're back. Sorry. For whatever reason, this phone ran out of battery. So, let's see. Yeah, we're back. Sorry. For whatever reason, this phone ran out of battery. So. And the helicoil kit, I think that came off of eBay. I think that was like 35, $40. I don't think it was that expensive. And the helicoil kit, I think that came off of eBay. I think that was like 35, $40. I don't think it was that expensive. There's a short bolt here. So 2 dog bolts. Both in with red Loctite. I don't think those are going anywhere. This needs a cover. Don't think I had that in there. Let me get one. Seems to fit all right. Usually where I end up doing something a little different with that bolt. M4 doesn't work. Lovely. So with these, you need M5, but it's got to be a really short bolt. Usually they get wallowed out, so whatever. Let's see here. Different M5 tap to get that started. Like my tap collection. Fuel. I really hope I don't need a fuel pump for the car. I'm going to be really upset if I need a fuel pump for that thing. But I guess everybody's right. I probably need to go down and actually just get a fuel pressure kit just to figure out what the fuel pressure is. Don't you love fresh taps on magnesium? This is not a through hole. It's a blind hole. 2004 S60R. That's the Volvo. I have 194,000 miles on it. Based on the level of care that the previous owner didn't take, I think it's the original clutch. I think it's the original turbo. And the original suspension. How's that for nifty-difty? It's got a Schrader valve on the rail. Should be able to measure it there. No? It's got a Schrader valve on the rail. Should be able to measure it there. No? I don't know what I'm looking for, what kind of pressure I'm looking for. I suppose I'm looking for pretty much anything, right? $40 to £50. I don't think a Minivac goes up that high. 40 to £50. I suppose if it just spikes off, then I know that I'm good. Now I need a really short bolt. And I've got really short steel bolts, but the heads are too big. Crap. £600? Really? You guys are distracting me. Where's that one? Ooh, ooh. It shows over the hood. It's good, yeah. So I just hold down the Schrader valve and have somebody crank the car over, right? Lovely. Not diesel, no. Oh, perfect. This is beautiful. This is going to work great. Tiny little bolt. Let's put this back. M5 back. What I should do is put the helicoil kit back in hopes that I don't need it again. I was looking for that. Over here for a moment. That's tight. That's tight. Good. Okay. That's a Loctite in that just in case. Okay, thanks, David. I'll play with it some. I'm just so frustrated with the car. So I think this side is pretty well done. That's tight. I think what we can do is probably move to this area, but we got to take the starter cover off in order to do that. Back at it, Adirondacks. Yeah. Of course, it's with the Volvo, it's actually relatively easy for me to take the fuel filter off. Can I not just take the fuel filter off, or at least unplug it and just shoot it into a bucket? By the way, I don't know how long this battery is going to hold out. So one thing we're missing is the kill wire here. I could have sworn I had one. Pretty sure I had one. Just need to friggin' find it. Thought I had one brand new though. Here's something we can use. Here's something else I can use. Yeah, that'll do. But not a kill wire. I need a kill wire. Yes, I know I can make a kill wire, but not what I feel like. Thought I put the kill wire in there. No? Should be a quart within 10 seconds. Gauge will not read volume. Should be a quart within 10. Yeah, it should be a lot. You can just pour out, right? That's going to have to go in there. Good. So I'm going to leave that there. Who's messaging me? Who is that messaging me? Oh, check that out. There's a bolt over here. Hang on. Ah. That was from the 385. And I'm going to put that aside and save that. Okay, good. Kill wire. Right. Let's find the kill wire. Believe it or not, I actually have a lot of this sorted pretty darn well. I have new parts here, old parts there, that type of thing. Usually it works pretty good and I can find stuff. I just have to keep in mind what I have and what I don't have. Oh, I know why. Because I just used it up on Brian and Ryan's saw. Shucks. Crap. Blame that on you guys, squarely. And I'm a dingleberry for forgetting it, obviously. Well. So let's make one. Why not? We can do backyard mechanics. We can certainly do some backyard chainsawing. Should be really easy to fish this through before I solder it, wouldn't it? And my soldering iron, heat that up. Closer. Problem is they have so many friggin' electronics parts. Haven't used them in years. Just need some spade connectors, which I also know I have. But I'm looking for the slightly smaller ones rather than the bigger ones. No. Ah! What are those bolts doing up there? Jeez. These fit. Let's see. Will these fit? Yeah, once that goes on, that'll click on there. I guess that'll fit fine. Okay. What do you think about a Pico? What's Pico? Talking about scopes? I know nothing about scopes. And no, David, I'm not saying that you're a backyard mechanic. I'm the backyard mechanic. I'm the backyard pretty much everything. And right about now, you guys are saying, wait, what? So I don't like the way the factory routes the kill wire. They usually route it right through here, basically under this thing, and it crimps it every time, which is stupid. There's actually a knockout that's in here that I just drill a hole in, and try not to drill into the fuel tank. Like that. Good. So what I like to do, I mean, there's already a hole here, so you might as well use that. And then you can run your wire. Put them through. This is actually solid core. It actually works pretty good for this. Flux. Pretty sure I have my solder out. Yep, here it is. Crimper. Solder's nice and flat. Last time I checked it with squish. That'll do. Just a kill wire. That's all that it is. I mean, this is nothing. You ain't going to the moon with this thing. you have to get this in here first, then you put the kill wire on, give it a click. Click, damn it. I use a hammer on you. There we go. That's probably too small. Let's try that other screw that we had, which was there and is now here. This might be too big. Good. Well, that kill wire, probably not the best, but it looks like it'll work. A little bit of strain relief. Okay. This goes around here. Now, when I get the ignition coil, I can finish that. But at least I have that routed now. Now I can go after doing my carburetor, I think. Shoot, 938, jeepers. All right, let's see if we can get through a carburetor here on the 394, and then we'll probably call it a night. 14 people. Here's the bag everybody gets to be jealous of. WJ39s. I'm rebuilding it right now. Or I'm going to pull it apart anyway. Actually, let me just go give this a quick wash. I'll be right back. These are the more desirable of the carburetors. Supposedly. I'm not hugely familiar with all that carburetor lore and whatnot, but good luck getting one of these. So let's take this apart and see what we can find. I've had mostly good luck with 394 carburetors. I think they gum up less than the smaller ones, probably just because they're physically bigger. But I have had a significant issue with them, and that's that the needle tends to stick if you use carburetor cleaner instead of brake cleaner on it, because the rubber swells. And this actually looks like pretty good. I'll bet that this is going to be fine inside. I may not even replace anything here. Yeah, even the pump diaphragm looks pretty good. Doesn't feel stiff or anything like that. Now let's check and see. I like to put a little bit of carburetor cleaner in here, then just press down and see if it disappears through the other side. Seems to flow pretty good. Try it again. So yeah, if you use brake cleaner, then the tip on the carburetor ends up swelling, and then this sticks open or shut or something. See, it's going, but it ain't flowing. So here's one thing that I like to check. Yes, I prefer brake cleaner over carb cleaner. For whatever reason, carb cleaner makes these darn things swell. I've had it happen twice. So let's look at it now without the screen in there and see if it flows. So that goes like crazy. So sometimes these screens gum up. And I'm actually able to shoot carb cleaners straight through these, but they're still gummed. And for whatever reason, making or just getting a new one helps a lot. Yep, carb cleaner and hard rubber parts. For whatever reason, it swells and then it sticks open or shut or whatever, and nothing happens. So I usually try to clean these screens a little bit. If it cleans and it flows, great. If not, then I just replace the screen. No flow. Nothing. Why won't it go through? Because the screen is preventing it, that's why. So let's try a new screen. Which I think I have somewhere. Yeah, ultrasonics is certainly a way to get instruments degunked, but you still need to autoclave after you use an ultrasonic. See a new screen here. And I do actually have my ultrasonic right now, so it can be quite helpful. A lot of the 200T parts are soaking in there right now.